How's it going, super friends? Welcome back to my channel and to my review of the Mafex Hush Batman action figure from Medicom Toy. Will the figure be awesome, amazing, stupendous, and everything we've hoped for? Or will it be semi-articulated Batman-shaped plastic trash? Let's find out together. So for starters, we gotta look at the packaging for this figure because that's what you do when you're doing an action figure review. There's a box, it's got a window, it's got fantastic artwork and photographs of the figure all over it in various poses, along with images of the accessories. Oh yeah, and here's the barcode on the bottom that I know some people like to see. So as usual, to the benefit of those who like to keep their figures mint in the box, they have produced some very attractive artwork for the packaging. But really, it's what comes inside the package that we're all interested in. And as you can see, this Batman figure comes with an absolute butt ton of stuff, be it the 12 extra hands that he comes with, all in various poses between open and closed, 2 of which actually have bat grapples right in the hands, or the 3 heads, the normal head, the gritty teeth angry head, or the Bruce Wayne head, the 2 small batarangs, the 2 big batarangs, or the 2 bat grappling hooks that Batman comes with that you can insert into the end of Batman's bat grapple. And of course, he comes with the typical Mafex Fair figure stand. I'm not that keen on Mafex's figure stands because I really don't like the big ring that they come with. I'd rather there be a clamp. In the end, I would have bought this figure without the stand and without the accessories because, well, just look at it. I've had this guy out and I've been fiddling with him for a little while and having a little look at the paint apps and the sculpting detail, and I'm really impressed with what Mafex has put out for us. The black wash over the entire body, be it over the blue or the gray, really complements all of the nooks and crannies and the muscle tone of the Batman. And I feel like the choices of darker but muted blue, along with the gray, which is a nice mid-tone, as well as that bright yellow utility belt that Batman wears, they all look fantastic together. The bat on Batman's chest has actually been sculpted right in there, and Batman's utility belt is amongst the best that I've seen. It's altogether classic, but not too complicated. And the face sculpt for Batman, at least the first one, it looks pretty good. It's not quite as detailed as the one that we saw in the promo images, at least mine's not. And I know that you could probably chalk that up to perhaps lighting and the fact that the ones in the test shot are actually the prototype figure that have been painted by hand meticulously rather than the production model. Regardless, yeah, I'm satisfied with mine. Even though looking up close you can see that mine, regardless of the fact that it's a high-end adult collectible, still has paint flaws on its face. The secondary, more expressive, angry-faced, gritty-teeth Batman head looks fantastic as well, especially for those of you who are into action figure photography. And what about that Bruce Wayne head sculpt? Well, as far as I'm concerned, it is the most accurate out of the 3 that come in the package to Jim Lee's artwork. I think that it looks really fantastic. They've used the dot matrix painting for the eyes, so up close, the eyes do lose a little bit of the definition. As for the cape, there is a lot of it. There is a lot of cape here, and that might be really great for some people, while others may feel like it's actually too much. I know for me, I'm okay with how much cape is there. It is a wired cape, and some people are just not down with the wired cape. Whether you like wired capes or not, the fabric for this cape is definitely unique. I've never seen a Batman action figure, or any action figure for this matter, use a fabric quite like this. It feels really nice in your fingers, it photographs well, and it poses well. Not to mention it pretty much perfectly matches the blue tone for the rest of the Batman figure perfectly. Now, but what about the articulation, you may ask? Well, let's have a look. Batman's neck and his head have articulation, and so there's a lot of range of movement going on right here. Very good. Up inside here, Batman's torso is on a ball joint, and just look at that. Fantastic. Same thing for right here, just above the belt. Batman's got another ball joint, so when you put those together, there is a pretty wide range of motion there. Lifting up the cape, we can see Bat's got a butterfly hinge in there and also the rounded ball hinge in the armpit, and that's really good. There'll be no problem getting him into any pose you want to from the shoulders. He's also got the bicep swivel, and you know what they do? He's got some double jointed elbows, and look at how crunchy they are. And he's also got the rounded hinges
in the wrists. Below the belt, Batman has the 2 ball joints right there in the groin. There are also drop hinges, as Mafex is known for, rotating around like that in place of a thigh cut. And yeah, I mean, what more could you ask for? This is pretty darn articulated, and wow, they drop right down too. Of course, Batman has the double jointed knees, and I love the way that they do their double jointed knee joints because it fits right in. It looks really, really good. It never looks out of place or ugly. And of course, he's got the rounded pivoty ankle hinges and toe articulation. Ta-da! So, at this point, this Batman figure looks the part and it poses the part.
Now, as for the comparisons, there are many, many figures you could compare him to, be it figures from the DC Multiverse, the DC Universe Classics, or just other Batman figures just to see how he scales against, compared to, and with them. Now, I'm not going to bother explaining which Batman figure is which that I'm comparing him to. If you're a collector and you bought this figure, chances are you likely know which figures you're looking at, and if it's one that you don't recognize, there's also a good chance that it's a custom figure that I've thrown into the loop, just for funsies. So I'll just let some music play over top of the rest of the comparisons, and then we'll come back and I'll have my final thoughts about it. So final thoughts about this Batman figure. As a consumer, as a Batman fan, as someone who collects action figures and has customized many Jim Lee Batman figures in the past, does it live up to my expectations, or does it fall short and miss the mark? I would say this figure is near perfect. Like if you only wanted to own one Batman figure, you know, like you were just like I own one figure of each character, if you're one of those kind of people, and I do know people like that, I would say that this one is definitely a candidate for that. That's not to say that this figure is perfect. I don't think that any figure has came out of one of my reviews with a perfect score, but this one is definitely one of the highest on the list that I've ever reviewed. Mafex is doing a fantastic job. But anyway, that's my honest, simple, and humble review of the Medicom Toys Mafex Hush Batman action figure. Leave your opinions down below in the comments section, and I will see you with the next one. Have a super awesome DC day, everybody, and take care.